For today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the Petite fairy earrings that go with the pendant I showed you last week. Now, I've done several color samples here. This one is a Halloween color sample with orange and black and green and purple. Here is a all black with silver. Here is a Christmas color with the red and green, and then I'm going to do a brown version today. Now, the reason I like these earrings, the original concept for them was I wanted a long earring hook with a small component. But to make it, what you're going to need is 22 4mm rounds. This is what's going to go on the back of the piece. You're going to need 16 4mm bicones. Now, I'm going to use two colors so it'll be easier for you to see. This is what it'll look like if you use one solid color. You can see you've got 4, 8, 12, 16. You're going to need 4 6mm bicones. Those are going to go on the top and the bottom. You're going to need 24 size 11 seed beads. You're going to see those here and here. 2 beading needles and 1 yard of fire line threaded onto each end. 1 yard will do 1 earring, so you're going to need 2 total yards. And then your desired pair of ear hooks. So go ahead and get your materials together and we'll get started. So the first thing you'll be doing is making your base. I've got my needle on each end and I'm going to thread on 3 4mm rounds onto one needle. I'm going to let those fall. And then on one needle, I'm going to pick up 1 4mm round and cross my needles opposite ways through the one bead. To start off, I'm going to put my needles together and pull so that the beads go directly into the center of the thread. Now on each needle, I'm going to pick up 1 4mm round, let those fall, and then on one needle, I'm going to pick up 1 4mm round and cross opposite ways through the one bead so that you have 2 boxes. Now we're going to make the top part of our box. So I'm going to pick up on each needle 1 4mm bicone, and then I'm going to pick up 1 size 11 seed bead and cross my needles opposite ways through that one bead so that it lays on top. With each needle, I'm going to pick up 1 4mm bicone, let those fall, and I'm going to cross the needles opposite ways through this middle 4mm right here. So that once you've pulled, you have your first 4 beads. With each needle, I'm going to pick up 1 4mm bicone, let those fall. With one needle, I'm going to pick up 1 size 11 seed bead, and I'm going to cross my needles opposite ways through that one bead. Each needle picks up 1 4mm bicone, and you're going to cross your needles opposite ways through this last 4mm round here on the base. So that now you have 2 boxes of 4. Now with one needle at a time, I'm going to take this right hand needle and I'm going to go up through the 4mm round. I'm going to pick up 1 size 11 seed bead, come up through the 4mm round, and then cross through this top 4mm round. Now don't pull it super tight, you just want the bead to pop into place. Then I'm going to take the left hand needle, come up through the 4mm round on the left hand side here, pick up 1 size 11 seed bead, Go up through the 4mm round here at the top. And then cross through the 4mm round here at the very top, the one that your other needle has crossed through. So this is what you should have. You'll have a seed bead on each side with your beads here at the top. Now, what you want to do, one side at a time, on the right hand side, I'm going to come down through the 4mm round. I'm going to pick up one 4mm round, one size 11 seed bead, and one 4mm round. Skip the seed bead and come through the 4mm round, and when you do, these beads are not going to sit perfect. It's completely fine, but you want them just to pop into place and then go through the bottom 4mm round. Alright, now I'm going to flip it here so I'll have an easier time with it. This is my left hand needle. I'm going to come up through the 4mm round. I'm going to pick up one round, one size 11, and one round. Skip the 11 and go through the next 4mm round, and then through the top 4mm round. Alright. So far, this is what you've got. With one needle, you're going to take and go through the round and the size 11 seed bead that you previously added. Pick up one 6mm bicone. I'm going to come through the top seed bead here that I just added. Go back down through the 6mm. And then back through the size 11 seed bead here on the bottom. I'm going to go through the 11 and the 4mm so that your 6mm sits just like this. Now I'm going to take this other needle and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to come through the 4mm round and the size 11. Pick up the 6mm. I'm going to come through the top 11. Get the 6mm to set over the beads here. Come back down through the 6mm. And then through the 11. And it's kind of hard to see under here. But go through the 11 and the 4mm so that when you pull it, now you have the shape of your earring. The only thing we have left to do is we need to add our loop for the top. So you can do that with either needle, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to continue on with this one that I was using. I'm going to come on down through the 4mm round, through the 4mm and 11, here we go. And then up through the 6mm and the size 11 seed bead here at the top. I'll pick up 6 size 11s and come back through the same 11 you're coming out of to make your circle so that it makes your little loop for the earring. I'll go back through and reinforce the circle again. and then I'll stitch the threads and tie them off with a couple of high-pitched knots. Once you finish the first one, you'll repeat the steps to make your second earring. And all that's left is to add it to your ear hooks. So I'm actually going to use just a regular pair of ear hooks and slide the loop in here. Open it a little bit more. And then close the loop. And you'll repeat on the other earring so that you'll have your completed pair. Now, I also like to use these earrings here. These are made so that you can interchange. This piece goes in your ear, and then all you do is take it, thread your bead or whatever on there, and you'll have a cute little hanging earring. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We do have the color samples, all 4 color samples available on our Etsy site, so that way you can see them and get kits or patterns. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure and come back next week.